The cordon. Oh, what's left of it?
So many.
They will be more when the time is right. For now, we must keep going. Into the cave. We shouldn't linger here. May the land gods forgive our trespass. What is that?
A kind of wall. Made of...
Up here! Follow your way.
What's that ahead?
Like a door. To understand what's going on in there, you're gonna need one of these. On the temple. Just like this.
There's blue light on the door.
Yeah, it takes some used to.
Don't worry, Zoe. I'll help.
Now listen. I've been fighting, they're different. More dangerous. That means there's something very... somewhere beyond that door. And it wants us dead. Follow my lead. And be ready for anything. Let's go. We have to find the core of this place.
There's so much metal.
Who built this place?
Machines. Not like any you've seen before.
Oh, it's me.
Machines in here. Take a look.
Right behind you. Cauldron, where machines are born.
It looks like one, but it's come and go. Then they aren't just made here.
Spirit you're after
Not
is...
going that way. I have a feeling that...
Those kids are glowing.
I've seen them. They're like An infection. That thing I said, that wants us dead. It takes over places like these and makes killer machines. It's called Hephaestus.
Even the mountain is ravaged.
It's blocking the way up. You two wait here. I'll find another path.
Okay. What are those panels on the floor? That panel on the floor looks more raised than the others.
Oh no. What have I done?
Stepping on that floor panel activated something. Looks like parts of those pillars are rotating. Maybe if I shoot the gears, I can walk them into place. Make a path up.
How are you doing, son?
This place was meant for the land gods. No Utaru has ever set foot in here.
So, can you stand on that panel?
To help you and Aloy. To find Fa.
You did the right thing, son.
Like this? Good. Stay there.
That did something.
There. Should be able to climb all the way up. More pillars. Might be a way across and get them into the right position. Another floor panel. But I can't shoot the gears on the pillars from here. Maybe if I can find something to weigh this down.
Did you find a way across, Aloy?
I'm working on it.
Yeah. It revealed lights, images, glyphs, weaknesses on a machine.
should be heavy enough. Right through that opening. Okay, getting there. That did it. The gears on the pillars should be exposed now. Looks like there are only 2 pillars this time.
Nice shot, Aloy!
There. Should be able to get across now.
How's it going up there, Aloy?
I think I'm getting... One more set of pillars. There should be a floor panel nearby to activate them. Okay, now I can cross. Ouch.
Are you all right?
Yeah, just have to climb back up now.
They're drawing back. We can climb up that vent.
How do we cross?
Cables are twisted around that node on the other side. I'll get to it.
We'll wait here.
How do I get back?
Are you okay down there?
Yeah. get up to the node. All right, see what we can do.
You made it.
Come on over, you two. Who is that? Festus. It's taken over this whole place. Looks like there's another node on the other side, near that door.
Go do your thing.
How to get to that node on the other side? Okay, there's a platform down there. I think I can reach it if I glide. I think I can hitch a ride on one of those metal carriers. Those kids are involved in a lot of weirds. Just on this one.
Varl, above us. She's in the air.
Don't let go, Aloy!
Yep, one thing on it. Fight's over. Time to let go. Okay. Now what?
Assessment Alva.
Should be able to glide that from there. Gonna get glide in. There's the note.
Who is Hephaestus? What does it want with this place?
It's taken over a facility to build deadly machines. But it wasn't always hostile. It used to be part of something good. Something called GAIA.
One of those kids covering that door.
I think we're in the door. Be ready.
Oh no. What has Hephaestus done to her?
Turn it into a weapon. Sooner or later, will be unleashed.
And then, Plainsong. If my people see what it has become, one of our gods attacks them.
You know what we have to do.
Varl, are you ready?
We have to get down there.
That dome of light. Is it protecting the machine?
Yeah. There should be a node I can override nearby to shut it down. Go. Sorry.
More machines are coming!
fighting a machine that nearly killed us?
It's still odd.
I do not grieve for a god or a machine, but because I no longer know what to believe.
Look, so if you want you back home.
I still have one? And if so, for how long? To heal our lands. Save my people.
One step at a time. But it starts now.
This time I missed it.
Compensate. Retreat. Inevitable.
Not bad.
We go.
There's more.
Like Aloy said, this is only the beginning. Aloy, core. It's showing holograms on it.
They look like machines.
Looks like Justice has been upgrading the security grid on the cauldrons. All the data's been corrupted. Not much about that right now. And my focus doesn't recognize these. Must be machines I haven't seen yet.
Got what you need?
Yes.
Let's press on then.
Greetings, graduates of Cradle. Welcome to the regional. Unauthorized access detected.
That doesn't sound good.
Was that the Minerva?
I don't think so. At least, not directly.
Attention. All personnel must be ready immediately.
So, what exactly was this place?
Seen anything like it before?
There. Way out.
Unauthorized access. In the facility lockdown. Stay out.
What's going on?
Well, emergency lights work.
What just happened?
Minerva's definitely here. And I think it's trying to keep us out. I'll scout ahead, see if there's a way to get us in.
You sure we should you?
Well, yeah, I'm nervous. Let me make sure it's safe.
Okay.
We'll be right here if you need us.
Well, I'm not going back that way.
Are you doing okay, Zoe? Zoe?
All this. Minerva, Hephaestus, GAIA, is what will help heal Plainsong?
It's hard to explain. I mean, I barely understand
Okay,
it, but
I
yeah,
need to find where Minerva's
what Aloy's
hiding.
been looking for this
I should
time.
look for a way to access the facility systems.
Alert. Restricted access. You are wanted here.
Nope, sorry. You're not getting rid of me that easily, Minerva. Let's see where this leads. I can feel it above. Might be a way out. And I'm outside. I need to find a way back in the city. Maybe I could look for a way in higher up the mountain. if I can get Minerva to cooperate with Gaia. Finally bring her back. And we can start fixing the Blight, the storms, and maybe she can help me figure out who those proving lab were. Why did they have a clone of a Uthid? Why did they want it back up? I might be able to glide to that ledge. Song. I hope the Hekarro will be after the attack. Ah, another shaft. Okay, now I've got to find a way to plug into this place.
Alert. System core penetrate.
Minerva, I need the please.
Access denied.
It didn't used to be like this. Do you remember it? Anything? You were part of something bigger. Something good. Gaia. That's right. She can live again. But only if you give her the chance. I can't reboot without you.
Aloy, cease.
I think you'll disappear and become part of her, like you used to be. Yes. Thank you, Minerva. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Minerva function to original code. Do you wish to initiate heuristic matrix?
Here goes.
Greetings, Doctor. I'm Wood. Scanning data. So it is Aloy, not Elizabeth. Much to discuss, but initialization of my heuristic matrix will not be complete for several minutes more. In the meantime, I suggest familiarize yourself with this facility. Our best option for a base of operations. And you can make use of its equipment to improve your ability to override machines.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Shall I grant access to your companions? They will be here shortly.
Okay, but don't overwhelm them, okay? They don't have a lot of experience with things like, well, you.
So no fake this time?
No. This time she's real. Varl, So, this is GAIA.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Gaia's still, waking up. Let's look around.
Highlight the location of the lab on your focus. I have established a network between your focus, allowing you to communicate when apart.
Good. What was this place?
A regional center, where Zero Dawn Project have overseen terraforming operations in the area.
Supposed to be the lab.
That was its intended purpose. Some of the machine data you recovered from the repair bay below us appears to be corrupted. Accessing the terminal in this room will show you how to repair and complete the override.
I'll take a look. Huh. Looks like I need data from machine parts to fix the corrupted override.
My initialization is complete. You may continue to explore the facility, Aloy. When you are ready, return to the control room. We have much to discuss. This was intended as the space for control center operatives.
Number of people in here.
Or maybe just a few.
That door is a trail
To start
that
with,
leads towards
you two go
Plain
ahead.
Song.
Just so I could head back east if I need
Poke
to,
around a bit.
once we're done here.
Correct. This would have been his point for...
Okay, maybe it's time to talk to GAIA.
I'll leave you to it.
Hello, Aloy.
So you're ready?
Yes. Initialization is complete. All tests show that my heuristic matrix launched correctly and able. You must have many questions.
Yeah. But two big ones first. We're not gonna be able to fix the BIOS new hole. I ran a search functions at the Hades Proving Lab, but Minerva was the found.
Thankfully, the sensory capabilities of this facility are far more advanced. I will search for the others now. Transmitting query pattern. Receiving. Of Apollo, Artemis, and Eleuthia, I can find no trace. They are simply gone.
What the others?
Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon are revealed. They lie with each, procurable.
And Hephaestus?
It too stands revealed, but it is not like the others.
That's for sure.
A year since the extinction signal, Hephaestus evolved. Moreover, it is not confined to a single location. It's the global network that connects cauldrons to each other planet, making it exceptionally difficult to view.
Let me guess. We need it bad?
Correct. Its capabilities are essential. Without it, I delay the extinction of life on Earth. Hephaestus is our only hope of a permanent solution.
So we start there?
Unfortunately, we cannot. Curing Hephaestus can only be attempted after capabilities have been significantly enhanced.
Grab the other subordinate function, then Hephaestus.
Precisely so.
So, Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon. How do I capture them?
To recover a subordinate function, you will have to travel to its location and find the physical process escaped. Then, exactly as you did with Minerva, you must use the master override to revert the subordinate function to its original state.
And then how do I get it back here?
The subordinate function must be loaded onto a data storage device and physically carried back to the city.
The root kernel was stored on?
Yes. Its capacity is limited, so it can own one subordinate function at a time. But in all other respects, it will suffice.
You can help me make sense of something. A while ago, I had a run-in with a group of who tried to kill me. They had machine servitors and a clone of Elizabeth Sobek with us.
This was recorded by your focus.
Do you know?
The answer to that question is related to the extinction signal that woke Hades, prompting my predecessor's self-destruction.
The extinction signal? Hey, that sounds ominous.
The signal did come from Earth, Aloy. The calculations are complicated. It appears to have originated 81 trillion kilometers away. A distance so vast, light itself requires 8.611 years to cross it.
Okay, so what's so far away? Why does it want us dead?
The Sirius system.
But that's where Far Zenith, their ship.
The Odyssey.
Yes, that's where it was headed. But it blew up. Unless... I don't... Why make it sealed? They didn't want anyone to know. They didn't want future humans to think that they were out there. Wait. The strangers who tried to kill me at the Hades lab? The ones with the clone? Are you saying that they're from... that they're descendants of... Far Zenith?
Yes, that is my conclusion.
The 3 subordinate functions that you detected. What do we know?
All 3 are relevant to problems currently plaguing the biosphere. Each is responsible for detoxifying the atmosphere and moderating the weather. Poseidon controls the organic and chemical composition of water resources. Demeter sows fertilizers to plant life. If all 3 were restored to me, they would constitute a massive heuristic processing density. But beware. Their responses to my query pattern were irregular. In human terms, they are frightened, lost, and paranoid.
Like Minerva. They need to be whole again.
Exactly.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Luthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. All archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 26, by order of Ted Pharaoh.
Pharaoh, huh? I really hate that.
Understandable. He appears to have pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, stable.
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose. Prevented from doing so. Do you use them?
If attainable, yes. Restoring their remaining elements would increase processing density. Unfortunately, way to track them. They have disappeared without a trace.
You said you need Hephaestus to save life from extinction. Why?
Every subordinate function has value, but Hephaestus is far the most important. Only by recovering and merging it can I regain my ability to design and mass-produce new machines at cauldrons across the planet. Only through it can I program new machines and alter the tasking of existing means to completely reverse environmental damage. Recovering other subordinate functions may us time, but without Hephaestus, I cannot permanently stave off mass extinction.
Given Hephaestus's importance, is there really no way to capture and merge it first?
Afraid that is quite impossible. In my present state, launched and merged with Minerva, I am operating at 1/5, 18.8% of my intended processing capacity. Hephaestus dwarfs this figure. For an attempt made to conduct the merge under these circumstances, Hephaestus would absorb me than the other way around. A merge cannot be attempted until my heuristic processing density exceeds its own.
And how many subordinate functions is that going to take?
Merging Demeter and Poseidon will expand my heuristic to 41.6% capacity, exceeding that of Hephaestus.
You said Hephaestus isn't located in just one place.
Correct. Unlike subordinate functions which are confined to discrete physical processes, Hephaestus is distributed throughout the global network that connects the planet's cauldrons.
Oh, when the time comes to subdue it, how do we make it?
I do not know. While you are retrieving the procurable subordinate functions, I will attempt to find a solution.
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So could you build an army of machines? Attack the descendants of Far Zenith and take them out?
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design and command such an army. Given the nature of the Far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressively.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
The sole purpose of the signal was to destroy life on Earth, right? Why would descendants of Far Zenith want to do that?
At this point, we can respect.
I mean, Earth posed no threat to them. Have the technology to get in their way, we didn't even know about them.
True.
Unless... well... could it be that the planet for themselves? The strangers who they were after a Gaia backup of their own. I mean, if they did that. If they booted their own Gaia, her power, until she could take control of Hephaestus. And then the whole terraforming system.
Yes, the system could be used to do what the extinctions failed to accomplish. Snuff out life, and then potentially to build an entirely new biosphere. To their specifics.
So they could be trying to do the same thing we are.
But with opposite results.
Instead of salvation. Well, this is... You said Sirius is really far from Earth.
81 trillion kilometers, or 8.611 light years.
Right. So, the descendants have gotten here?
On a spacecraft much like the Odyssey, though significantly more advanced. The journey from Earth to Sirius would have taken the Odyssey almost 300 years. This appears to have been much faster. If their ship departed Sirius the moment the extinction signal first began transmitting, the journey was made in just 29 years at an average of 0.297 the speed of light. If they did not set up for Earth until they learned of the extinction year, the journey was even faster, 15 years, or 0.66 speed of light.
Okay, enough. Again. descendants I ran into at the Hades Proving Lab, they had a clone of Elizabeth Sobek. So that's consistent with the idea here to salvage Zero Dawn technologies, right?
As your own experience demonstrates, a clone of Elizabeth Sobek comes in effect as a key to the terraforming system.
But how could they clone?
The Odyssey carried approximately 100,000 human zygotes, millions of animal zygotes, and billions of plant seeds. It is conceivable that Elizabeth Sobek's material was sampled, with or without her knowledge, and carried aboard the ship in storage.
That's... okay, but... I mean... This clone... How could she participate in this? Destroying Elizabeth's dream? It's evil.
It is difficult to know. Perhaps she is loyal to the group and shares objectives. Or perhaps she is a subordinate and has no choice but to comply with their orders.
Elizabeth Sobek? A subordinate? I don't think so. The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sent to other subordinate functions was incidental.
So it could only have been sent by someone who had thorough knowledge of the system?
Yes. The signal's design was exceptionally precise and highly advanced. Were it less malevolent, I would admire the intellects that produced it.
Descendants came to Earth on a spaceship. I guess we can assume that their technology is powerful in all ways, right?
Yes. As your encounter with Proving Lab amply demonstrates, they make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective shield that shields them from harm.
Yeah, the one I fought seemed indestructible.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counter. For example, assuming I absorbed Hephaestus and utilized it to create a large force of Khanes. No shielding could withstand an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope. How did you figure out that the extinction signal came from Sylens?
The key came with data from Sylens' interrogation of Hades. The duration of the 17.22 years.
That doesn't make sense. You said that the signal took 8.6 years to arrive from Sylens. Why would the signal keep after it was received and you blew yourself up?
Because the sender knew that had happened until it received notice from Hades.
Which would take another 8.6 years to get back.
Correct. Only the sender stopped broadcasting after a total of 17.22 years. So the duration, halved, gave me the distance signal traveled. With that in mind, I simply scanned my astronomical database relevant location 8.6 light-years away. Because it was far Zenith's intended destination, Sirius was the only logical.
What is the state of the biosphere? Is the system functioning at all?
In a sense, the system never stopped functioning. The difference, since my predecessor's destruction, is that there has been no central governing agents to monitor its robotic agents' 9 new tasks. As a result, errors have accrued, and day by day, the biosphere has gradually veered ever more sharply towards destruction. In recent months, disturbances in the biosphere have become obvious. But these bellwether phenomena offer just the merest glimpse of the complex and accelerating cycles of environmental dysfunction now drives the biosphere towards collapse.
And you can't do anything to...
If you can return Poseidon and Demeter to me, I can devise modest corrections to parts of... Weather will improve, water will be purified, and rampant plant growth curtailed. But such corrections will not off collapse. They will only buy us time. Only with Hephaestus can I design and new robotic agents designed to reverse the damage that has accumulated. All efforts must be directed toward that.
How long do we have then?
At present rates, without additional factors, the biosphere will cross a point of no return in approximately 4 months.
And if I gather Demeter, Poseidon, merge you with them?
We will only gain a few months more.
Well, every bit counts. I guess I should get going and bringing back subordinate functions. What can you tell about their locations?
When my predecessor did self, the subordinate functions sought physical processors capable of holding them. In each case, you will be looking for a powerful computer of some kind. Ether is, and therefore might be the easiest to acquire. However, it appears to be in the middle of Talanah territory. My knowledge of that tribe is limited to data I read on your focus, but they seem to have a significant inclination towards violence.
Way to put it. What about Poseidon and
Poseidon has taken shelter in the south of this location. My subgeography data indicates that a major old settlement called Las Vegas was located.
A ruin in the middle of the desert, huh? Strange place for an AI devoted to water.
Agreed. As for Demeter, it appears to be located on the coast to the far west. Unfortunately, I don't provide any relevant data about the region. As such, it may be the most difficult to retrieve.
Okay, so 3 subordinate functions to go after. Ether, somewhere in Talanah territory, Poseidon in the desert, and Demeter on the coast.
Where will you begin?
I think I'll head for Ether.
Then I will assign Ether as the objective on your focus. If you obtain it, I may be able to use it to quell the most fierce storms in the region. Though I will require Hephaestus control over machines that it offers to permanently stay in the biosphere. Should you change your mind, update your objective via your focus interface anytime. I will also transmit some available data on all of the subordinates to you for reference. Is there anything else I can help you with? I know you have a great deal to accomplish.
I do, don't I?
Something wrong?
I don't know. It's just that Elizabeth set the bar pretty high. She had a dream for you, for life on Earth, and a lot has gone wrong, and it's all on my shoulders. Fix it. Do you think I can do it? Repair the system? Live up to her example?
Absolutely. In her message, my predecessor declared her unwavering faith in your success. In you, things are possible. You in purging Hades and rebooting my system. You will prevail in this.
Thank you, GAIA. Well, I guess I should get going.
Unlock the facility's exits. One to the west. The other leads back down the Mount Plain Song should you wish to return east.
Varl?
Whoa! Thanks to that. That's you, Aloy?
GAIA's opened the exits to this place. Can you meet me by the west door?
Be right there.
Okay. I need to bring Ether back for GAIA. Varl and Zoe are waiting for me by the west exit. But I get back east first. Check on how Plainsong's doing. Or I could also look around here.
Sure.
Yes. I think it'll be better this way.
After you, Aloy.
To head further west. Get more of GAIA's components. Make her stronger. You two can stay time. GAIA can help get you up to speed. I'm not trying to shut you out. It's like training.
Actually, I'm gonna go back east to get Erend. Look, allies, friends can help. We have a place to stay now, and like you said, Gaia can teach us. Catch up. It'll be okay.
Okay. Take these then.
One to wear, and for backup.
Are you with him?
No. After what happened in the cave below, I want to stay here a while. There is much I need to understand. Maybe by the time you get back, I'll have a thing or two I can teach you.
Looking forward to it. When will you be back?
I'm not sure. But hopefully I'll have one of Gaia's missing components with me.
Be careful out there. Even in Plainsong, we heard how the Tenakth clanlands are suffering from storms, and now Regalla.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Good hunting, Aloy.
The Tenakth clanlands. Somewhere out there's 3 of Gaia's subfunctions. And who knows what else. The snow brought the chill.